Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jay. I have been on a little bit of a hiatus. I announced it on Instagram. I never did announce it on YouTube, so you might be wondering why I haven't been putting up any videos for the past, how long has it been? Like 2.5, maybe 3 weeks. I was feeling it very heavy on my heart that I needed to take a break from YouTube. And the way that that manifested is I had an idea for a video and I knew it was a good idea. And every time I would go to film it, I just felt like I didn't want to. And I also had another video that I had filmed and needed to edit. And every time I would sit down to do that, I just really felt this like heavy urge that I didn't want to. And I don't usually get that. Usually I'm pretty like, I need to do this, I'm gonna do it. And so I prayed about it and I realized I needed to take a break. And so I decided to take the rest of the year off. I fought it at first because I'm a doer, and so it's very hard for me to sit back and to not do the things that I feel I should be doing. But then I finally gave into it and I handed it to God and I said, I'm going to be at peace with this and I'm going to just take some time. Joyce Meyer, actually, I have a daily devotional of hers that I read, and she said something that really stuck with me during this time, and it was that she's a human doer, not a human being. And I thought that was really interesting. So I decided to give into it and to take these couple, 2, 3 weeks to relax and not think about YouTube. And so I really appreciate you being patient with me while I did that. I definitely needed it. Of course I did. If I was feeling led by God to do it, then there was a reason for that. And I see now that there was. It really helped me to understand that this channel and these tasks are what I am supposed to be doing going into 2023. And the example that I have for this to help you understand is, have you ever been going to the gym or you've been on a diet and you get into the habit of it and you get in a place where you're like, I've been doing this a while, it's routine for me now, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and then you take a break because you go on vacation or you get sick or any number of things could happen to cause you to have to kind of break from that routine that you've spent so much time building. And then when you just like that season ends and you're well again, or you're back from vacation, time to hit the gym again, and you just don't want to, and it's so hard to get that routine started again. I don't feel like that. I took this break from YouTube. I didn't think about it. I didn't write down any new ideas. I haven't even checked my channel. I don't even know how many subscribers I have right now. I have not looked at it in at least 2 weeks. And I could see how it would be so easy for me to just be like, well, yeah, maybe I'll go back to it. No, I have a fire under me. I took this break. I feel refreshed. It was nice to get a mental break from it, and I am ready to hit the ground running in 2023 with this channel. I have so many ideas and so many different directions I want to head this year. And it really just validated for me that even after walking away from it for a little while, I'm so eager and ready to get back to it. So the break was important, and I'm really excited that I opened myself up to it and trusted God to bring me through it. And I definitely feel like I'm in a really, really healthy place with it, which is wonderful. Now, I wanted to just talk about 2023 a little bit with you guys. I like New Year's resolutions. I've heard a lot of people say that they get annoyed by them, especially if you're on Facebook and everyone's posting their New Year's resolutions. I'm not that way. I think that they're wonderful. I think it's a great opportunity for some personal growth and to more or less have an excuse to hit some goals that maybe you've tried to hit before and you fell off, or what have you, whatever. I think they're really fun. And I also really like hearing about everybody's too. I don't know. I think it's fun. So I wanted to talk to you guys about mine. I don't know if I would necessarily call them resolutions so much, but I guess they are. I have two, one of which is broken up into multiple parts. So I'll talk about the first one, and that is that I have some big financial goals in 2023. One of which is to get monetized on YouTube. That's more a goal than a resolution because I'm just going with the flow, and I have been this entire time with this channel. So if I don't get monetized in 2023, that's fine. But I'd like to, and I'm going to work hard for it and do what I can. And I think it would be really exciting if I did. But the other more resolution-based things are I'm picking up another shift at the hospital. I went down to working 3 days at the hospital because I work there part-time, and I was putting 2 days in for my YouTube channel, and then I had 2 days of the weekend to spend with Tom and family and friends, is what I was doing. I'm picking up a fourth day. We have somebody going out on maternity leave, and we're losing somebody, another person, for another reason. So we're going to be short staffed. My boss asked me, and I felt like I should say yes. And I listen to my gut on those things. I'm very honest with myself, and I felt like I should say yes. So I did. And that was at the same time that I was working on creating a budget for myself going into 2023. So it felt right. So I'm picking up another day at the hospital, and I have a very strict budget plan that I have put together for 2023. And I've reached out to a few people. I've said, hey, I know that we have done X, Y, and Z in the past. I'm not going to be available for those things in 2023. I've told Tom, listen, I'm not going to be available for these fun things that we try to do every year. I'm really buckling down. I'm keeping my head down. I'm going to be working a lot at both the hospital and my YouTube channel. And I should be, because if I'm working, I'm not spending money, So I'm excited. I've got a big budget plan. I have a little bit of debt that I want to pay off. I'm going to be really transparent with you guys. I'm not going to say exactly what my debt is, but I do have some. And I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, and I have a lot of really inspirational homesteaders that I follow. And the beginning of their story is that they were badly in debt. They were making, poor choices, and they didn't have a homesteader mindset. And so they buckled down, they paid off their debt, and then they went into that journey. And that's what I want that to look like for me as well. So I'm very, very motivated to pay off this debt that I have hanging over my head, so that when that journey begins for me, I can have a clean slate. And I also have a savings number that I'd like to reach as well. So I have very big financial goals for 2023, and that is because in 2024, I feel very strongly that the farm is going to happen for me. Now, YouTube is the difference between that being a 5-acre farm or a 50-acre farm. If my channel really does take off like I want it to, and like I'm working so hard for, and I do become monetized and bring in actually, a steady income from my channel, then obviously I would want to shoot for a bigger piece of land, more property. And that could be the difference between buying a home that needs some work and fixing it up, buying a plot of land and putting a manufactured home on it, or building the home that I would ultimately love to have. We're just going to have to see how it goes. And to be honest with you, I'm okay with it either way. There are plenty of successful homesteaders who started on a 1/4 acre and then had a 4 or 5 acre property, and then had a 20-acre property, and now have a 50-acre property. So I'm comfortable with my journey looking like whatever it's meant to look like, and that's okay with me. But at the end of the day, in 2024, I feel very confidently that a move is going to happen. I have done a lot of praying and asking for wisdom in this little break that I've taken, and I have really asked God to gift me the wisdom that I need for 2023. And I'm very comfortable being on a need to know basis. I'm very comfortable with the details being revealed to me in His time, because He knows when I'm ready to receive that information. So I'm comfortable knowing that the farm is going to happen in 2024, but not knowing necessarily what that looks like, and that's fine. But there are 2 things in my heart that I know to be true, and that is 2023 is going to be a year of growth and hard work, and 2024 is going to be the year that starts to pay off. Again, how? I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know the details of that. That could look like so many different things. And again, I'm comfortable being on a need to know basis. I don't need to know what the final picture looks like to know that these are the steps I need to take to get there, and that it's worth getting there. And that's fine. I have all the trust in the world that God's going to take me where I need to go and where my family needs to go. So I had said that 2023 is going to be a year of growth and hard work. And I want to touch on the growth part of that quickly, because I definitely feel that there is a lot of personal growth to be accomplished this year for myself. I'm really focusing on my character and my integrity, and I have a few bad habits that I really want to put the energy into breaking, and I'm actually going to give you 2 examples of those. One is cursing. I made the decision a long time ago that this was going to be a family-friendly channel. I think there's there's one video that I know of where I say a curse word in the very beginning, but it's a mild curse word, so I didn't take it down. And I don't think there are any others. But since the beginning of 2022, I want to say maybe February, maybe, I haven't cursed at all on this channel. And so that's the impression that you guys are getting. But to be honest with you, in my everyday life, I curse a lot. I have a sailor's mouth. And I don't want to ever be fake. I don't want the me that you're getting on camera to be different than the me in real life. And I'm finding that the me that you're getting on camera is a lot calmer and more graceful and, I don't know, just a better version of me, which I think that happens naturally when you turn the camera on. You censor yourself a little bit, and it bothers me that that's what I'm doing. I don't like that. And I think the fact that the me that I'm showing you on camera is the better version of me, I should just be that version all the time. So I am going to tackle my cursing and try to reduce that. And then another example is my temper, because Tom and I are polar opposites. He's the yin to my yang. He's very calm and very mellow. Nothing really ever rattles him. Even when he's frustrated, he's quiet and he thinks through his problems and he comes up with solutions calmly. I am not that way. The second that something starts to become frustrating for me, I'm mad, I'm loud, I'm cursing, and that's just not the person that I want to be. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to be like Tom and think through my problems quietly and come up with solutions calmly and handle my situations, especially if we're going to be running a farm. Because hello, I'm going to get bumps and bruises and scrapes, and things are going to frustrate me, and I'm going to have to use my critical thinking skills, and I'm going to have to problem solve and think through issues, and things are going to happen that I don't like, and I definitely want to be able to handle those things gracefully and calmly, and that's not the way that I am now. So I've been working on that, and the way I've been doing that is that the Bible says that the Holy Spirit lives within us and wants to help us. And so anytime that I start to feel myself getting out of control, frustrated, I just call on that inner peace. And every single time I've called on it, it has answered me. And so I draw from it, I ask it to bring me to a state of peace and calm, and it really helps clear my mind and bring me to a place where I'm better equipped to handle whatever frustrating thing is in front of me. And Tom also has really helped me with that, because he'll say, if something at the house is happening that is frustrating you and you need help, just ask for help. There's no reason why you can't call me or come get me and say, I need help with this problem, and I will help you. And so I've been doing that. The chicken coop was making me really mad because the wood had, constricted, right? When it's cold, it constricts. And so the latches weren't lining up, and I could not get it to latch. And I was getting so frustrated. And I was like, and I called Tom and I was like, baby, can you please come help me with this before I freak out? And he did. And it was fine. So I'm working on that. Those are two. There are others, but those are the two that I wanted to share that I'm going to work on, because if 2023 is going to be the year of hard work, 2024 is going to be the year that I see the reward. I want to be prepared for 2024, and I want to do everything I can to get to the place where I'm ready to receive that. Another example of that is we cleaned the basement. I've got a couple pictures that I'll put up here. Tom and I made a deal with each other. The Monday and Tuesday after Christmas, we stayed home and we put on music, and I made us some food, and we cleaned the basement. I think we had 6 or 7 trash bags of garbage that we threw away, and then I want to say 9 or 10, maybe even more, bags of donate stuff, some of which I'm going to be donating to a local domestic abuse house, and then the rest is just going to go to Goodwill, but the good stuff's going to that place. And it felt so good to declutter and get some of that stuff out of the house and out of my line of sight. And when you go into the basement now, there's so much space, and it just feels so good. And that's because the farm is happening in 2024. So I don't want to pack any of that junk up. So part of what I'm going to be doing in 2023 is decluttering and downsizing and getting rid of anything that is not serving me, anything that I don't use or don't need. It's leaving this house. So I feel really good about that. I'm just really focused on preparing for what's coming. I definitely feel in my bones and I feel in my heart and I feel very, very confident that what I said, 2023 is the year of growth and preparation, and 2024 is going to be the year that this all starts to come together and I can start to see all of this hard work come into fruition and the pieces are going to start falling into place. I feel that very strongly. Beyond that, I don't have any more details than that. I don't need any more details than that. I can go into 2023 with a plan and with a purpose, and I'm very, very, very excited to get started. One last thing I'll say is that this time of the year is the hardest for me from a depression and anxiety standpoint, and I think that going into 2023 with this purpose that I have has really been very helpful for me. I feel like I have a purpose and I have a goal, and I'm not just drifting through life with no meaning and no purpose beyond just going to work and coming home and doing laundry. Like, I have a purpose, and it's been really impactful for me. So I just wanted to come on here and kind of tell you guys where I'm at. I wanted to explain the break that I took because I didn't really talk a lot about that before I did it. And I wanted to kind of let you guys know that this is what's been communicated to me. This information is the answer to many, many, many prayers, and this is the direction that we're heading. So I hope that you guys stick around with me as we take this journey together. And I also want to know, please tell me down in the comments what you're feeling. What are your New Year's resolutions or your goals for 2023? Where do you feel your year is going to take you? Because we should be moving forward. We should be growing and evolving, and we should be striving for more and better. And so I'm curious what that looks like for you, or if you've thought about it at all. So let's have a conversation down in the comments. Drop kind of what you're thinking and let's chat about it. So thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing so that you can be, and click the bell so that you'll be notified of my future videos, because I've got a lot of really fun stuff coming. 2023 is going to be a very exciting year, and then 2024 feels so far away, but a year. Look at how quickly 2022 went by. It flies by. So I'm very excited about it. So thank you guys very much for hanging out with me today, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Be blessed, my friends. Bye.